Over the last month or so, I've been fairly inconsistent on the channel, which has allowed me to sort of pick up some weird miscellaneous bits and bobs for, I'm not really sure why, no particular reason. Anyway, I thought I'd just combine them all together and unbox and review them for you today. So let's get into episode 122 of Deadman's Deliveries. Yeah, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel, and as I said in the intro, welcome to episode 122 of Deadman's Deliveries. The big 122, obviously such a memorable number for no real reason, to be honest. But anyway, as I said, I've got some weird stuff. I've got some stuff from Christmas. I've got some stuff from other sort of points in time and just stuff that I've bought. And I'm combining them together, and I'm just going to show you them all. Starting off with probably the most useful one, which is the wrestling figure checklist. You might have seen like Fig Heels one. He does one like every year or every other year or something, which is like a really cool checklist full of pictures and stuff like that. This one isn't so much like that. It's just page after page after page of lists of microaggression, unmatched fury, you know, Jax figures, elite figures, everything. So here we can see I've ticked off a couple like Elite Series 47, sorry, AJ Styles, Elite 48, Kalisto, the Boogeyman, all the way up to, it goes up to Elite 74, if you can see here. It goes up to Elite 74, which I have AJ, Andrade, and Finn Balor. And it starts all the way back in, I think it dates to 2020, which would have been Elite 74. And starts in, yeah, all the way back in 1969 with the first JWA figures, Bullmark made in Japan, which must be some of the rarest figures out there. I've not actually looked into it, but yeah, so that's the first thing. Very useful, you could say. I mean, a lot of it might not be because I've not been collecting since then. I've ticked off some stuff. I've ticked off some stuff that I want, but anyway, fairly useful in comparison to some of the other stuff I've got. Up second, I should say, sorry, is this Jeff Hardy face paint head sculpt that mounts onto a wall, as far as I can see. I got this from Toys and Masks on like a bidding. I used to do these bidding sprees where like Toys and Masks would have loads of biddings ending at the same time, at like 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, whatever it was. And I'd try and buy like as many items on there, so I made myself think I was getting a good deal, and you know, it was worth the postage fee, because sometimes I'd get a figure, it wasn't actually worth it because £5 postage makes it not worth it. But on one of these days, I'd bought loads of other things, or bought a couple other things, and I wanted to see make it seem more worthwhile. And this was there, and it was quite cheap, so I got this. I thought maybe I could put like a headset on it, like a gaming PlayStation headset on it. I've never done that. It's sort of just been sitting here. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever showed that off on the channel. But actually, I do have some more useful stuff. But anyway, these two things, I think they came free from like a TikTok shop order that someone just, I think my sister just threw in to me for Christmas, which fair enough. I'm probably I use the weirdest shit in my family. So got these little thumbs up things, which I think are to hold phone chargers, which is probably useful, to be fair. I'll find a use for them. And then this like keychain carabiner, which I don't know. I could maybe use that as a weapon of some sort. I don't know. Anyway, on to, actually we'll get into this, because my sister also got me this for Christmas, which I think she stuck these to the front of, which is this Rick and Morty figure. So this is the first figure of the video, this summer one. As you can see on the back of the box, you got Rick and Morty in their purge suits. You get a Squanchy, a Scary Terry, and all of those build Crumbopulous Michael. So I'm going to get into this, why not? I saw this on a site, and it was quite a good price. And I thought, scale-wise, that'd probably work. as a crowd figure. It's quite small, but you need more. You need a bit of scale. But it's packaged quite well. As you can see, there's like a second bubble on it, which everything does immediately fall out of when you take that out. But anyway, you get this Chrombobulus Michael leg. It's his right leg. I don't know if I'll ever complete this Build-A-Figure. You get this thing, which if you know about Rick and Morty, I think this is from the episode when the giant heads show up in the sky, and they wear those hats to. I don't know why they wore them, but quite a cool accessory here actually. It's a mini taco, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember that much of Rick and Morty that I know why that's useful or makes sense. But anyway, here's the summer figure, which is going to go in the crowd, realistically, so it doesn't really matter what it's like. She's got one open hand, one sort of holding hand. I guess that's for holding the taco. Articulation-wise, feet swivel, that's it. I think you've got a slight bend of the knee. Leg articulation, not much of a kick forward. That arm's quite wobbly. The eyes are bulging out, bulging out of her head. They look like fried eggs. The hair looks a bit like a helmet. The build quality of the figure is not very good. I don't know who it's made by. Funko. Oh, it's a Funko figure. I guess they don't really do action figures. They obviously do more of the Funko Pop vinyls, which are more of like a bobblehead essentially. So yeah, not great build quality, but it's okay, I would say. So we'll just oh, Mayday, had a casualty already. We'll just put her on there. It's quite a small one, but she can go in the front row and sort of lean over the barricade. Up next, quite useful. Got this from B&M. I just quite liked the colour, really. It's this green 9 3-tier small box storage box, which, as you can see, I've already started putting hands and heads, and these are some of the accessories I got over the Christmas period, or before Christmas. So I got like a Roman hand, Rock, Obafemi stuff, Carmelo Hayes, which are from recent episodes of Deadman's Deliveries. Well, not recent, but like the last couple episodes of Deadman's Deliveries. Where is my finger? So I'll probably leave them, or just the playlist up there for you to peruse. At the same time, I also got this 4-tier, like big chest, not chest, but set of drawers, tower of drawers, in quite a similar colour. So I thought it was quite fitting. I was just doing a bit of retail therapy, really. And in there, I also got this Krispy Kreme mini brands create minis, like a really big thing apparently. And they you know, I don't know. I don't really care. I don't collect them. When I see ones that I think, that could be a cool wrestling accessory, I do sometimes, you know, bow down to consumerism and immaturity and grab one. So I've got this one, it's a Krispy Kreme one, because I thought, should I try? I'm going to try and open it on camera. Okay, stuff's falling out here. This seems quite big. I don't know if I've... I guess this is like the checklist, right? Because they want you to buy like 47 of them. Actually, there's a couple bags here. There is quite a few bags. I'm hoping there's like a dozen. Well, you know, like how you get like a box of a dozen donuts. Let's tear it open on camera. Mini brands. Which there's a Krispy Kreme's box here that, as far as I'm aware, does not open. It does open, actually. Summer's just fell over there. I'm guessing we're going to get donuts to fill up that box with. We also get a Krispy Kreme bag, which seems quite flimsy, and we get, that looks like quite a big donut. You see that? That's a big donut, right? Is that like an original glazed donut? That is one big donut for that box, isn't it? Oh, I guess that's just an individual donut box, right? So there's that, and then we've got a Krispy Kreme. Looks like it's a massive glass. This is more than a pint. But anyway, we've got that as well. Just suppose is quite cool. In the next one, I hear a bit of rattling, so let's get into this one. See what's in here. We got some milk and white icing glue. What is milk and white? The cap actually comes off, and then you can take that off. I don't know if there seems like there's something in there. Don't I don't know if that's edible. I wouldn't necessarily try it. We got some coffee glue. Oh, it says glue. So this is glue, right? In here it says coffee, but it's actually full of glue. I suppose if you want to, like stick the donut down to that. Then finally we get an ice cube tray, which I'm assuming opens. It's got some ice cubes in it. That's actually quite a cool accessory. So you can put that in the glass. Try and pull this in. Only dropped one. But that's quite cool, actually. Look at them. You can use them for like a Stone Cold or guys backstage drinking a beer, I've opened this off camera. We got a set of tongs, which is actually a really cool accessory and possibly weapon. This is graham crumbs, which in America you call graham crumbs. They just look like actual crumbs. They're going to make a mess. Again, you could have them in like a food fight or something, but seems a bit. Eat Krispy Kreme donuts. I don't know. I don't know what this is. Seems like a light. Like a light. Is this supposed to be like on top of something? I don't know. But yeah, let me just pan down. That's basically all the stuff. If you want to see it again, go back and watch it again, because I'm not going to show you them again, unfortunately, because I've left the biggest thing till last. Which I think I'm going to have to just show you over here. It's this barbecue party set, which I got from B&M for like 12 quid. I'm not going to keep the doll, to be honest. But I thought the barbecue stuff would be quite cool. So I'm going to unbox this. I thought this would be usable, in backstage stuff and the likes of that. Barbecuing. Like how they used to have like barbecue on like the SummerSlam adverts, right? And stuff like that. Like they barbecue, and that'd be in the promotional stuff. Or am I making that up? I feel like that happened. But yeah. I've had this for quite a while. There's actually a dog in this, which is quite interesting. But yeah, it says set includes doll, barbecue, table and chairs, guitar, camera, and lots of barbecue accessories. It's actually got a little trolley, or cart if you're an American. This seems like quite a good set, to be honest. I'm sorry, I know this isn't the most exciting thing to watch, but trust the process. All I can realistically say. Ow! How many of these stupid ties are there? Jesus, wit. Right, here's the barbecue, which is actually a really cool accessory. Pop that right on there. That's pretty cool. Can definitely use that. Then we have this grill and chill section, which everything seems to be so packed in. Like I don't think anyone's gonna really nick this stuff from B&M. But they are definitely treating it like B&M is the target of mass stealing. So we got a frying pan here, really cool. Spatula, again, pretty cool. And our second set of tongs on this unboxing on a wrestling figure channel. I think correct me if I'm wrong. This could be the first ever unboxing on a wrestling figure oriented channel that has received 2 pairs of tongs. Again, could be wrong. But yeah, got a table set here, which looks really cool. Again, it's got so much tape on it that this is really pissing me off. Again, sorry, poor viewing, but look at that barbecue. Let me open it for your viewing pleasure. And you can actually hang stuff on it. Where are those tongs gone? Where's that pan? Let me try and... Yeah, that sort of worked. And there's the barbecue open. This is really testing my motor skills. This unboxing is, which, you know, that is really what you want. You wanna test your motor skills when you're unboxing this stuff. Shit, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. There's a fork. Oh, not my mic. Mustard. Is that honey mustard? Huh. Ketchup here. We've got a spoon that looks more like a shovel. Look at the size. Look at the size, the depth of that spoon. Got a nice plate here. Almost a bowl, but we're calling it a plate. We've got another spoon here, which again seems close to ladle description, really. We got 2 mugs. Like me and you, me for filming this video, you for actually watching it this long. Hey, banter. Then we got 2 knives. Didn't know they were allowed to sell knives in kids stuff. There's a lump of steak, and then they've really put the smallest parts in kids' toys. A knife, a fork, a steak, and a plate. I'm going to clean this all up afterwards, but Jesus, is this hard to unbox and actually keep all together. And this table does not want to, seriously doesn't want to kick the legs out properly. I don't know why. It's proven, I don't know, I honestly don't, I feel like I'm going to break it if I push that, so I'm not going to push it. But there's a nice table. Does not break in half, unfortunately, which would be very nice for being... because then I could use it as a proper wrestling table. Unfortunately, I don't think that's really an option. But we've got a set of okay, they're actually quite good then. Look at them chairs. Well, that chair. I'm not doing the other chair. Sorry, because there's still so much stuff here. Treating this unboxing like it's Fort Knox B&M. Jesus. I mean, it only cost $12.99. I don't understand how all of this packaging has cost them only less than $12.99. Here's a little dog, which I guess is quite a cool accessory, and then you get one of... oh, well, this is grill. I thought that was a kebab for a second. Obviously, this is going on the grill. So you got some sweet corn, what looks to be a pepper, and some hot dogs as well. Finally, well, almost finally, there is a doll in here, but I'm probably not going to use that. There's this stuff, a pink guitar, a water bottle, a sippy cup, and a camera, and a pair of sunglasses, which probably don't fit wrestlers and only fit that one specific unbranded doll. But yeah, probably won't use the doll if I'm honest. She's about 12 foot tall in comparison to the wrestling figures. But look at this little trolley. It does have fake food in it, which I probably won't really use because it looks a bit tacky. But you know, put some weapons in it, and you know, a Mick Foley or someone along those lines could do serious damage with this kid's toy. So yeah, hopefully this stuff will appear in the PIC-FED at some point. along with all the other stuff I've unboxed. I think that is everything for today's unboxing. I know it was a bit of a weird one, but thanks for sticking with me. If you have, obviously, if you haven't, you wouldn't have heard this anyway, so no point in me specifying. So yeah, that's all from today. If for some reason you want to watch more of this content, then stick around, subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on, hype the video so more people see quality content production and creation like this. But yeah, I swear to God, my production is better now. I've got softbox lights. Look, I have softbox lights. If you want to see them and me brilliantly put them together, I didn't actually film myself doing that, so I don't know why I said that. Then I will leave that video up here or in the end screen, whatever. But yeah, some really cool accessories and some useful stuff. Maybe some not so useful stuff in here, but yeah, on the most part, really happy with this stuff. Really, really cool accessories. So yeah, that is all from me for today. As I said, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hype the video, all that good stuff, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. See you later.